way, whether near or far. We've been running for so long. Something happened, what went wrong? 'Cause we are one in the force. We gotta get back to the source.
That is F105 right there. This is the Rebel Scum podcast live stream for day 3 of Celebration. Joining me now is Jacob Nixon and Din from F105. Jacob, thanks for coming along.
Thank you for having me on the show again.
And Din, thanks for being here.
Oh, it's so great to be here. I can't hear Jacob, so
all right.
I can only hear you.
All right, I will relay everything to you. But
so
you are,
Jacob, please speak on Jacob's behalf.
I definitely will.
If he agrees.
You are in Celebration right now, Din. Tell me what that experience has been like, especially day 3.
I'm in it. Day 3 feels like day 2 because they had the first day of Thursday added on with no panels, but just checking out the main floor. So it doesn't actually seem as crazy as the usual Saturday does. But, I mean, what can I say? It's like, oh my force. It's like it's heaven on earth, you know? You just feel like at one with everyone, and it's just joyful, and it's the best. Great, I think, because the way that episode 9 trailer started it off, it just set everyone in the right vibe, in the right mood.
Okay, so you obviously saw the episode 9 trailer. What was the mood? Where were you for that, and what was the mood like for that?
So I also needed to get sleep because I didn't get any sleep the night before with my bus delayed by 8.5 hours in Detroit, halfway from Toronto to Chicago. So I got sleep that night, the night before yesterday, which was the panel morning. And I decided, okay, I'm going to meditate to set my day right, my thoughts, my mood right. I meditated for 15 minutes. I'm not going to rush there. I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to take my time. I did all that, and I walked in like the dude. And I just happened to walk into the main floor, and they were showing the live feed on the Star Wars show stage, which was really big. But there was really only one more spot where you can get sort of an eye line, you know, that wasn't distracted by exhibitors. And I was there literally 30 seconds before the trailer, and it was a buzz. I wasn't expecting a trailer to buzz as much as the Chewie We're Home did at Celebration Anaheim, but JJ is onto something special here. He made a special trailer, and everyone felt that specialness, and yeah.
Amazing. So, Song for Celebration, you debuted it last night. Tell me about that.
Oh my God! Okay, so as everyone in the fan community knows, if they've heard me talk, I tell the story about how at the RFR Bash, it was my first time with, you know, people singing along to a song. So the first in music are really what I live for. So what happened after playing the Song for Celebration on the podcast stage with Skywalking Through Neverland yesterday was a lady came up to me to tell me that she was tearing up during the song. And as she was telling me, she started to bawl. And so I used to be that guy at concerts, you know, crying to some of my favorite songs. Not really ever tear-jerking songs, just songs that meant a lot to me. So that was a first, and that made not only my whole trip, but maybe my year of music. That was huge for me.
That's
to know that it's working emotionally for people.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I've played the song on here quite a bit. Well, we debuted it last night after the show. We started this one obviously with it. So we're going to end today's show as well with it, for sure. But I know you got to run. Aside from the episode 9,
couple more minutes. The noise quieted down, so could do a couple more minutes.
All right, sounds good. We'll keep you. Jacob, anything you want to ask Din about Celebration?
Just overall, I don't know how many celebrations you've been to. Is this everything you were expecting, or is this more?
So he asked you if how many you've been to celebrations, and if this is everything you expected or more.
What's great is that my first celebration was Anaheim, so this is my third. I did Orlando too. Anaheim blew me away because I have a similar story. I just woke up early the first morning and decided to go see what Celebration's even all about. And I was in the last 10 people to get into the arena with JJ's presentation for episode 7 and the trailer that we were home. So I just stumbled into this arena and saw like grown men cry because Han said Chewie were home. And then Orlando, I loved The Last Jedi stuff, but it wasn't that same sort of like joyous buzz that The Force Awakens was. But this was. Like to start off with that episode 9 trailer, like everyone here is talking about the rise of Skywalker and what it means and what that trailer means. I wasn't expecting this, but talking about Rey at the beginning of that gave me chills, and I was wondering why I loved it so much and why I think, like, she's just, I wasn't expecting her to capture me as, like, being, because Luke starts off as the innocent farm boy, and then by Jedi, when he's dressed in black, which is why I wear black on stage, by the way, I want to be badass like Luke in that scene, and then he flips and he catches the saber. That was like, okay, Luke is now cooler than Han, he's calm, collected, he's a badass. And what that trailer did for me was it showed that that's Rey now. Like, they succeeded in making a character that's as cool, if not cooler, you know?
Absolutely, that was...
And it's actually, I realized, look, maybe it's kind of an intentional homage to that calm, cool, because she's calm, she's cool, she's waiting for, the TIE fighter to almost run her over, and she flips right on time. That is so Luke in Return of the Jedi. Her Jedi, she's been training for a year with Luke and Yoda at least, and maybe Anakin, and maybe Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. You never know who JJ's going to bring in. They've been training her because Luke says, we've been training you. We know it's been a year on the timeline, so she's had a year of training, and she's now a badass Jedi.
That scene is going to be, I know you're a big 3D guy, but that's a scene that you're going to want to watch in 3D.
Oh, yeah, JJ and Ryan Johnson, like Last Jedi and TFA were great in 3D. Solo, Rogue One, not so much, but yeah, I can't wait. Laser IMAX.
It's going to be amazing. Let's talk about Song for Celebration. What was the inspiration for this? How did it come about?
It came about by me realizing, like, if you're a Star Wars nut, like we all are in fandom, with all the crap that's gone on over the last few years, you're preaching Star Wars, you're not practicing what you preach. Star Wars, the message is that the hero comes back and shows us how we're one. That's George Lucas. His quote is actually, the role of the artist is to find the common threads that make all people one. That is his definition of mythology, from telling stories around campfire and making them one, to the Sistine Chapel bringing everyone faithful together as one, to his movies. And I don't think fandom has been acting like that for a few years, and that negative feeling that I felt, I wanted to turn into a positive and write a song about the oneness that we could reach for.
There was a chance you weren't going to come to Celebration.
Yeah, because of that.
But you changed your mind, and all is right in the world.
Yeah. Actually, it sounds cliche, but it's true. With the song, and then what really kind of freaked me out when I was doing, because I had never played the song anywhere, not even open mic. I promised Richard that I would debut it on a Skywalking stage, because he booked me for this wonderful thing. And when I was singing the song yesterday, it was the day of the trailer. I hadn't processed the trailer yet, but some key ideas stuck with me, like the title, The Rise of Skywalker. And then I realized in the song there's, like, I use that word, together we rise or we fall. And then I also say, we've been walking on the sky. So it was like, whoa, this song is like a celebration of the trailer today.
Amazing. So we're going to let you go now because you've got to run. You're going everywhere. We know that. Last few things you want to say about Celebration.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Last few things you want to say about Star Wars Celebration and what you're looking forward to going forward, and if you think there will be another celebration in a year or two.
Yeah, they've got to have it in a year or two. I don't really know about that stuff. What was the first part of the question?
Just your
There was
experience.
2 questions. Oh, what I'm looking forward to the most? Oh, I'm looking forward to. Okay, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm gonna try to sneak into the Mandalorian panel tomorrow that I didn't get into. That's what I'm looking forward to. And then, if I get lucky and sneak in, I'm gonna stay in there for the Clone Wars panel.
Oh, did you get the Rebels panel today?
No, I had to do some rocking. I played the Celebration song at the Star Wars booth because I'm playing their booth for their closing live show on Monday, but it was like a sound check because they rented speakers and a PA and everything. So we kind of made a lot of noise on the main floor today playing that song. It was pretty fun. Oh, and also I forgot my guitar cable. They had to put a mic on my guitar yesterday, but I need a cable for these performances, next ones. I'm playing tonight at a bar in Chicago. I shouldn't admit that I forgot a guitar cable. I haven't in 20 years. I pride myself on being ultra pro. I had to take a 25-minute above ground train across Chicago to a guitar shop to get a cable, and it was great because I saw all of Chicago.
Amazing, amazing. All right, Din, thanks so much for joining us here. I know you don't have a lot of time because you're running all over the place. When are you playing the song next, and where?
Oh, that song. I'm not playing it at the closing thing, so I don't know. Maybe I'll play it tonight at the show. Put up the video.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks a lot.
If you want me to perform it for you on the show over Skype someday, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hook that up. Let's get to that. Absolutely. All right, Din, thanks so much for joining us here at the Rebel Scum Podcast live stream.
Thanks for having me on the show. It's super exciting.
Thank you, and may the force be with you.
You too.
Thanks. Jacob, it is you and I now.
Going wrong, and it's 100% awesome because sometimes those things happen, and tonight it's been 100% perfect, and that's what I love about this show.
I think you're being sarcastic. Did you?
No, not at all. This has been great, and I'm just happy to be on the show, and I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying looking at your face.
Most people do enjoy looking at my face. Let's be honest. Okay, so before we get into today's panel and the video game, obviously, episode 9 trailer, this is what everybody's talking about. This is what everybody wants to know. Let me know your initial thoughts on it.
My initial thoughts on it were, first off, I was blown away by the footage that I saw, but I was mortified with the title. The title, I just thought, okay, you started with the Phantom Menace, you not started, but you have a title like Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. And then you go, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then you go A Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and then you say Rise of Skywalker, and I'm just, what? And I was just immediately drawn back, like, why would you put Skywalker in the title? Like, I like the idea of having Rise in the title, the concept of having the R, like Revenge and Return, the 3, the 6, the 9, having the R. I thought that was cool, but I didn't understand the need for Skywalker to be in the title. So I still, obviously, like most people, have a lot of questions there.
I think that's what's so brilliant about that title is that we do have questions for it, because the way I see it is Skywalker has to tie into the title, and there's a lot of argument online about who the Skywalker that they're talking about is. Is it Kylo? Is it Luke? Is it Rey? Is it what did I say? Luke, Kylo, Rey, Anakin, Shmi. I think it could be all of the above.
Okay, but can we take a step back though? Can we look at this? And I am a Star Wars homer, but when I come at this title, I have a problem with it because Kylo is not a Skywalker.
Oh,
huh?
You're gonna start a war, but I'm gonna let you say your piece.
He's not. It's in his blood. I guess you can say it's in his blood, but he's not. And if they want to call that based on him, I had this conversation with my wife earlier, And my wife was like, well, technically he is. She told me, and I'm just like, well, my last name is Nixon, so she's like, well, you're also a Sanderson. That's your mom. And I mean, I guess, but I feel like if you're going with something as strong as a title as of that, I don't know. I have a hard time with it. So for me, I just look at it now, and I feel like they're, and it's a JJ thing, I guess, is I feel like they want to go nostalgic as possible, especially after 8.
Do you think after 8 they felt the need to go nostalgic?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Um, my, I mean, of course, a lot of people know, looking at the art book from 7, they have all of the stuff showing the concept art of, kind of a hybrid Force Ghost of Vader, Anakin, and things like that. So a lot of people obviously assume that there's a possibility that they could be going that route with an Anakin type thing. And if they go that route, that would be wonderful. I would like to see something like that. But I just, the concept of, I guess the concept for me is Star Wars is Darth Vader, and that's why when you sell Star Wars, it's lightsabers and Darth Vader. I mean, being a 3rd grade teacher, when I see kids at school wearing Star Wars, it's Darth Vader. And there's only one way Star Wars can continue to go forward is Darth Vader. And so I just continue to see this concept of a resurrection of Darth Vader in some way.
Interesting. I agree with that. I got to bring up a point now. Here we go. Super chat coming to us from Simo is here. Sorry, I'm doing this and I'm blind. It's a great title. Simo was here. It's a great title. Skywalker in title, not in name. Jacob?
So they like the title then?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear that. What did you say?
Yeah, they like the title. Great title. It's Skywalker in title, not in name.
Okay, so the concept is then, which I've seen this also, is that somebody's taking up the mantle of being a Skywalker.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I'm looking at my phone to see the chats because I'm blind and I can't read my computer screen. That's why I'm looking to see all the comments right here. I'm so blind. Here's how I see it. I kind of agree with that because, remember when The Last Jedi came out and it was like, well, who's the last Jedi? Is it? And it was obviously Luke Skywalker. So the way I'm looking at it right now is I like Girls with Sabers, Solo name, Skywalker, blood. And that's where I'm kind of seeing it. For me, Kylo is a Skywalker. But to your point, Jacob, I do agree with you in regards to that because he's also Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, Skywalker by blood, Skywalker by purpose. He was brought to balance the Force. And that could be the rise of Skywalker. And that may, for me, I don't know what it is. Chime in the comments if you have any idea what not is going on here. But when I see the title, and I see the beginning of that trailer with Rey, for me, I think there needs to be a connection between Rey and Skywalker.
Absolutely. I mean, we know that there's something there with Rey. We've got to figure out what that is, which direction they're going to take that. We still have no idea. Whether they had a decision in the first place with 7, they've backtracked that now with 8, or they've rewritten some decision between 8 and 9. I have no idea. It's just depending on when and how they're going to do that.
Yeah, I think somebody was commenting the other day on there because they didn't like The Last Jedi. And I said, you know what? This movie is in every way, I don't want to say make it better, but I think there's going to be a better understanding of The Last Jedi after this film. And I got to say, I don't think there's any retconning going on. I mean, yeah, okay, you can argue, but they've made it up. They're making it up as they go along. But I really feel like that there was a plan, there was a goal, and Kathleen Kennedy said that Palpatine was in the cards for a long, long time. So I think that there was a plan, there was a goal, and yeah, Rian Johnson did what Rian Johnson did, and maybe little aspects of it weren't part of the overall plan, but I think the big picture was exactly what they had in their minds from the get-go.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'd have to see that. I mean, it's interesting then if that was the plan, why they've decided to switch directors in between and not stay with JJ the entire time. Because if the plan was to stick the whole way through, I don't know why you don't stay with JJ the entire way.
Well, I think it is fresh though to go in there and have a different voice tell each chapter of the movie. I mean, look, the only three movies that had the same director in charge were the prequel trilogy, and those were. I mean, imagine if YouTube and Twitter and Facebook were around for those movies. George Lucas might have left halfway through that and been like, you know what, I'm out of here. So I mean, I just feel like the Last Jedi, the Force Awakens is a really nice looking film. The Last Jedi is a beautiful looking film. This one looks like it's going to be a great looking film. I think there's something unique. I think it's nice to bring a fresh face in. And you know what? In the end of it, maybe they can look back and say, maybe we should have done that. But when we argue about retconning and stuff, George Lucas was retconning while he was making the prequel trilogy, and he had all those figured out. So I think all of those arguments are a little bit of a moot point.
I guess for me, like, I'm trying to figure out. So what's the point of the decision to? I mean, I guess we can't really look back in anger, but I mean, I'm still trying to figure out why the decision to um, fire the original director for 9 and go back to JJ then.
I think there was a lot of, I think the Trevorrow firing, and I don't know anything, obviously. I'm just a guy in a room with Jabba the Hutt. Where's Jabba the Hutt behind me? I'm just a guy. I think there was more to that story than just what we know. I think there's some undertones of things that were happening, and I don't think they were happy about a lot of things going on. But that's filmmaking too. They wanted to fire Coppola during The Godfather.
Very true. I mean, I guess to go back to, I mean, we can pick and pull, and overall, I mean, I feel like I'm sounding like I'm very disappointed or anything, something like that. And for me, I've been a 100% shipper of this trilogy, and first and foremost, I'm a huge shipper of the prequels. So for me, my excitement level of seeing this trilogy move forward with 9 is exciting. I have a lot of questions right now from things that I saw in this trailer. I think one of the biggest questions is the metal in the trailer itself. I didn't know what your thoughts were on that.
Yeah, I don't know how many thoughts I had. If you guys have any thoughts in the comments, put them down below because I need to know.
For this film?
Say that again?
Everybody says there's some kind of MacGuffin for this film, and whether it's C-3PO or whether it's something that keeps the story moving or going, and I was wondering if it has something to do with that metal, or if it has, and that's the reason why they're showing the metal in the trailer.
I wonder if that metal ties into how they get Leia out of this trilogy. If that has to do with her, if that's a moment she has thinking back on her son and her deceased husband. Like there's a moment when maybe she's like, I've given up all hope on maybe she's given up all hope on Ben, on Kylo, and she just has to, and then she has to come to terms with her husband being dead. And she finally has that moment that we didn't get in The Last Jedi. And the metal is part of Han's belongings that she has to go through. And maybe there's a scene like that. Or maybe it got cut. We don't know.
Well, there's all these possessions now where you think about it. It's like from The Last Jedi we have the dice. And then now we have the metal. So I'm kind of curious to see like what these things are. And we know that obviously there's these relics and things that Luke was collecting. So I'm wondering how all these relics are going to play in place.
Girls with Sabers brought up a good point. They think that Ben Solo is going to get that medal. I love that idea. I think why not? He should inherit it. And if Ben Demption's going to happen, he should get his father's medal. Not Chewie.
I still like that idea. I still like that idea. So it's kind of like a sense of passing the torch.
Absolutely. I want to know your thoughts right now. never tell me the odds. Ben Solo, Ben Demption, is he going to join the light side?
Odds that Ben joins the light side. I am going to go. %.
Mm. That's low. That's low. I need you to explain yourself.
I think everybody needs a villain. Everybody needs a villain, and for Disney Star Wars to move forward, they need a villain in the future, and they can put anybody behind that mask.
If he even wears a mask, we don't know. We see the mask getting rebuilt, but we don't see that it's him doing it at all. And every time, so I think it's gonna be it. Anyway, so I showed my 8-year-old nephew the trailer today, and I wish I recorded his reaction because it was phenomenal. So when Rey does the flip over the tie, he was like, "What? No, what?" Like he was losing his mind. But when Kylo Ren was taking out the possible Knights of Ren or whatever it was, a fantastic thing moment, he said, "What? Kylo's fighting with the good guys?" And I was like, "You're 8 years old. Why are you thinking about this?" And then, and look, obviously he's not the first person to say that, and he's not a Reylo shipper because he's 8 years old and he doesn't think about anything to do with girls at this point in time. He's not into the romance, you know what I mean? But that was like, I was like, "Are you really?" And the more I think about it, Palpatine is obviously coming back. How freaking amazing would it be to see the light side and the dark side take on the ultimate evil in the galaxy together? And maybe, and I don't want any hate right now, so people can hate, but let's say there is no redemption. Let's say he's like, "I'm still bad." This is for argument's sake. He's like, "I'm still bad, but this guy takes the cake, and we've got to take him out together." And lightsabers go crazy, and Shiva's spinning around again, and that blue guy, I can't remember his name from the Senate, is like, "This is a crisis." And he's back. They're all back. That's it. I'm in.
I don't know. I think the whole thing with Sheev is, it's like, and maybe I'm a pessimist, and I know I'm coming off super pessimistic here, but I didn't catch the full thing with Kathleen Kennedy and her saying like, "Yeah, we wanted the Emperor back," but when they say the Emperor's back, I'm curious in the context in which she says the Emperor's back. He's in the flesh back. There's a recording of the Emperor. There is footage of the Emperor that Rey sees, that Kylo sees. What are we talking here? Because I just have a really hard time. I have a hard time seeing them push that direction. I mean, I would love it, but it just feels, I don't know. I love the idea. It just feels strange. It's not the story up to now.
Well, how do we know it's not the story up to now, though? Because we don't know what the story is up to now. Really, like, we know what we don't like. The problem with Snoke that I had was, well, what is so great about this guy? I need to know why he's so great. And bringing back Sheev gives the opportunity to explain that he wasn't that great, or he didn't need to be that great because there is this other villain, this bigger villain going on who has been there since, the Menace was a phantom.
It just seems, and me, it just seems a little ridiculous to be thrown down the Death Star shaft and be cool and be alive. I mean, I just have a. I mean, if that's the case and everybody wants Luke back, I mean, we might as well bring everyone back. I mean, I'm probably getting mad hate right now. I mean, I want him back as much as everybody else, but there's so many other characters um, that are there. I mean, like the whole concept, even from 8, was let the past die. So if the whole concept was let the past die, and then you go right into that, it just seems really, it just seems like you are completely killing your story from the Last Jedi. And I'm not saying they're retconning. I'm just saying it doesn't make much sense.
But the one thing about Anakin that we know is that, well, the prequel trilogy was the Jedi were deceived by a lie. Could Kylo not have also been deceived by a lie and maybe letting the past die, and everything that Snoke would have taught him was like, that's nonsense, and that was all just to trick Kylo.
Here's what would make me happy: if they go down the road with Palpatine or the Sith in general, that they go to the Plagueis the Wise route of bringing people back from the dead and bringing multiple people back from the dead in this film. That would be great. Whether it just be Palpatine or bringing other people back. Because this is the all-out battle to end all battles in space. So it should be everyone if that's going to be the case. Because there are still going to be... So I guess I just have a problem seeing how Palpatine, what Palpatine was, and how strong Luke is. So it's going to take, I guess the concept is, it's going to take Kylo and it's going to take Rey to take down Palpatine.
Yeah.
Palpatine is this outside third entity, or this third side from the known region. That's what we're assuming right now?
Well, I don't know about unknown region. I just think, look, like Sheevy boy, I like to call him Sheevy B. He the Sheevster. He was able to work his evil ways right from underneath the Jedi nose. Like he was there beside them for years, and they had no idea. And I just think that ultimately my feeling is I'm glad he's back in a lot of ways, because this is a 9-part saga, and the worry that I think a lot of people had was, well, how does this tie into anything if you're just going to bring in all of these new characters and our old favorite characters are gonzo, right? Now they're like, guess what? There was a puppet master again, and just like Return of the Jedi, we get this guy back.
Chatting right now, and you like listening to monkeys jumping on the bed. That is my 3-year-old listening to monkeys jumping on the bed, which may be a part of the second act of episode 9. Rise of the monkeys jumping on the bed.
Rise of the monkeys jumping on the bed. That's I still think I brought this up with Andrew yesterday. I thought it was awesome that Black Series Sheev Palpatine figure was coming out. It was like perfect timing on it all. The trailer, I can't get enough of that thing. I told you, I just made my nephew, I made him watch it. I was like, you are going to watch this, you sit down. He didn't. He stood up the whole time. It was just, his eyes were wide, and that's what, for me, that's what Star Wars is all about. We can have these cool discussions, talk theories and whatnot, but at the end of the day, this is something that we're going to watch, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to enjoy it. And that's why, for me, Celebration is so much fun. And that's why, Din writing that song was great, and we got to listen to that song. We're going to listen to it at the end as well. That was great. Jacob, have you ever been to a Celebration?
I have not. It's on my bucket list, and I was really hoping for this year. The really bummer part of being a teacher is we always have state testing in this month, and I'm always like not knowing when it's going to fall based on Celebration. So I've just got to decide, hey, I'm just going to do it and look back, and hopefully it's going to work out.
You'll be at the next one. Don't worry. I have a question for you. Is Sheev a Skywalker?
I think that makes the most sense. I think we know that Sheev created created Anakin. I think that's what Lucas said in the past. So I do think so. Yes.
That was yeah, it was. I think it was in the novelization, but it was something that was supposed to come up that he did. And in the comics, there was a dark side vision that kind of goes to that. Anyway, guys, yesterday we did a keyword on here that you can win Bloodline. If you haven't read it and you want to read it, we're giving it away. The keyword, if you write the keyword now in the super chat, or not super chat, in the live chat, super chat. Sorry, it's on my mind. I just read one. Write it down if you know it. If you don't know it, well, there you go. Write in the comments later on if you watch later, and we will pick a winner who writes down the keyword that we gave away, that we announced yesterday. Andrew announced it on yesterday's live stream to win Bloodline by Claudia Gray. And later on, we're going to give the Patreon contest winner of Master and Apprentice live right here as well. Raylo with a giant heart. Have you read Bloodline?
I have read Bloodline.
Fantastic book. Claudia Gray is so good. I'm reading Leia, Princess of Alderaan now. What was that?
I think she's one of the best Star Wars authors going right now.
No question. She was at a panel yesterday, and I don't know if Andrew got a chance to go to that one. He was at the Rebels one today. Can't wait to talk to him. Can't wait to see his video. That's going to be dropping at some point after this one. I'm not sure when he'll get it up, but he should. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait.
Up right now, it's by a guy named Andrew Fantasia. If you are a person who likes books, you should pick up Andrew Fantasia's book.
Side Scroller available on Amazon right now by Andrew Fantasia. Great guy. Andrew Higgins writing in. He says solo. Was that the key word?
I'm sorry?
Andrew Higgins wrote in what he believes is, he said solo. Could that be the key word? I know. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. Let's talk about Jedi Fallen Order. Did you see the trailer today?
I did see the trailer. I liked Andrew's idea of Kanan being the protagonist. So I was kind of disappointed after his idea, but I kind of assumed going into it was going to be no-name guy. I was a little disappointed that in the trailer I didn't see a lightsaber, if I'm correct.
He's holding one at the very end and then ignites it at the very, very end. And it's a pretty slick-looking lightsaber.
I don't know. And here comes me being jaded again. Why do we have to keep making really, really cool-looking different lightsabers for everybody that's brand new? Why can't everybody just have, like, a standard-looking lightsaber?
I think in the prequel trilogy they kind of did that too, though. They were like their hand, they were all kind of cool looking. Like Dooku's was amazing.
Period. This is Order 66 period. Like, you know, Attack of the Clones, I didn't see anybody with these balls and lightsabers.
Maybe, well, this one I think is long and I think it's destroyed. If anyone knows that, write down in the comments. I think it looked like it was destroyed. I don't know. I thought the trailer looked great. I'm actually looking forward to playing this game. I think this is a game that's going to be up Aaron's alley more than mine, to be honest.
One that I'm going to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you play Battlefront at all?
I did play Battlefront. Had a really hard time getting into it long term, but immediately hooked on Battlefront. I didn't care for the online play of Battlefront.
Oh, really? You're not an online guy?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be more.
I like Andrew Higgins. They make a ton of different lightsabers so they can sell more. And look, I'm going to go to Galaxy's Edge in about 35 years when the crowds are a little bit. They will never be small.
Love the photos that showed like there's nobody there.
Yeah, like that'll ever happen. Didn't the one in Disney already like sell out for like 2 years?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I agree with Girls with Sabers. I wanted to see some actual gameplay as well. Look, the thing is, what I saw, I'd be like, I would watch that movie or that Disney Plus series. I would watch that. Whether or not the game plays out like it, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Jacob, I want to know what you guys think, what you thought as well about Unleashed. What'd you like? What'd you think about Star Wars Unleashed? Force Unleashed.
The story was just incredible. I mean, if we can get half of that kind of story, then we'll be there.
Sorry, commenting away down below. Do you think Fallen Order is going to be way too hard for a mediocre gamer like myself?
No, I think they always make them easy enough for people that aren't talented at programming your VCR. Um, if I bump into the walls enough, I feel like I can pass the level. So I feel like that's the plan. They want to make me feel like I'm cool and like I can brag about it to people online. So I think they'll make it doable for me.
Brock's writing in he likes Tetris because he's Brock and he says he likes Tetris. I like Tetris too. I'm actually okay at Tetris. I'm not good at these role-playing type games. So I'm a little bit I am nervous about this game for sure. There's a phone call happening right now. Yeah. There's a phone call happening. So while this phone call is going through, I'm going to get to the comment section right now if I can find it. Here we go. Comments. Echo bass. I guess it's echoing right now. Brock. I called Brock. I guess he's not going to answer. He doesn't want to answer me right now. That's kind of Rise of the Brock. I'm excited. Brock's going to be on tomorrow's live stream with Darth Ward. I'm looking forward to what he has to say about it. The Mandalorian. How excited are you for the Mandalorian, Jacob?
The Mandalorian, I'm extremely excited about. So I'm really excited about two things. One, I'm excited about the Mandalorian. One, two, I'm excited for whoever has the guts to challenge Ward and Fates. I'm not saying I am because I don't think I can hang with him, but I want to see somebody do it sometime soon. So I'm telling anybody who's watching this right now that if you've got the knowledge of Star Wars trivia, then you need to challenge Ward because I feel like this guy's got too much. He's a little too arrogant about his Star Wars knowledge, and the sunglasses has got to go during the show. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna talk some noise on you, Ward.
He's got a horseshoe up his rear end. Brock, will you answer your Facebook phone call? Jeez, do it. Aaron agrees with Andrew. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm excited for the Mandalorian. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's do the Master Commander for Patreon. It's just for Patreon. If you're not a Patreon, sorry guys, you can't win.
You can't come in here anymore. Get out.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Do it. Do it.
Is it too bright? That's too bright. It's Andy Higgins. It says Andy Higgins. Andy Higgins. I'll say it again. So congratulations, Andy. You're going to get Master and Apprentice sent to you, and it will be signed by nobody. Andy Higgins, our winner.
So I will enjoy that book. Thank you very much. I accept on behalf of Andy Higgins.
Great. So Andy doesn't have to pick it up. You're going to grab it. Are you excited to read Master and Apprentice?
I'm extremely excited. That is one that I think I might go the audio route because sometimes I like to drive and listen to different podcasts like this one. It's wonderful. You should subscribe if you're not subscribing. Yes. I think it's one that I will definitely pick up via audio.
Yeah, like you just said, Claudia Gray is one of the best Star Wars authors right now, if not the best Star Wars author. And this is one that she mentioned. She mentioned this years ago. She said she wanted to write a book about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and then years later, here she is. She got this, and now she's saying that she wants. This is what she said at her panel yesterday. She said she wants to do a novel for every single character of the Old Republic. Yay or nay?
She's probably gonna die before she's able to do that. There's a lot of people. As long as she tackles F it Mon, I'll be happy. I think that's good.
I don't think she could do every single book, but I'd be down to read a couple. Yeah, I mean, every book is a bit. It's a bit of a try hard. I'm excited for The Mandalorian though tomorrow. I think that there's a lot that, like, obviously we're gonna get a trailer, and this is like that's. I mean, I say obviously, but maybe we won't. But I think it's super cool that there's a possibility that we could get a second trailer this weekend for Star Wars. Joining us now is Brock Smink. Brock.
Hello. This is the sound of my voice.
The best part is Jacob can't hear you and you can't hear him. So this is going to happen. Brock is joining me. Brock, we haven't talked to you. I want to know what you think of the trailer right now.
Like I'm blown away by it.
Let's see if I can do a video thing. Can you see me?
No, I won't be able to see you.
What?
Aww.
Sorry.
What do I think of the...
Sorry, say that again. I had my audio cut.
Okay, great. I stopped everything I was doing once I finally got a hold of that trailer. And literally people heard me shouting across a convention hall.
I would have paid to see that. That's awesome.
I mean, the start with Rey jumping over that TIE fighter. Mwah. But honestly, when that was all going down, I was like, I knew a TIE fighter was coming, but I saw the lightsaber and I was like, please be a different color. Please be a different color. At the very end where you see Star Wars on the Starscape, and I'm like, tell us the title, and I was like, yes. So super excited, super awesome. This is so weird.
You're
just
on
staring
camera
at it
right
like
now.
a black. Good.
I think it's just you right now. It's just you. I'm not here. Did you see the Jedi Fallen Order one?
No, not yet. I haven't. I've been off the grid, I suppose. Yep.
Jacob, is there anything you want to say to Brock?
So my only question for Brock right now is, Brock, I was curious.
I didn't freeze. I don't know what's going on.
Well, how do you feel about the title for 9?
He wants to know. Brock, Jacob wants to know what you think of the title for 9.
I'm okay with it. I think I said to you, James, that I'm like, oh, didn't they say there was no rise or whatever? What was it? What was the rumor before? It was just Skywalkers?
Brock, apparently you have Cheetos in your beard.
No, that's just the way my face looks.
Yeah, the rumor was like 2 weeks before or a week before that it would just be called Skywalkers. So you guys into this, or do you prefer that?
No, Rise of the Guardians. Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker. See, like, it's so new in my mind that I don't even have it straight in my head. The Rise of Skywalker. I think it's great. I think I said this when we were talking about the titles. Like,
wait, both of you stop. You can't hear each other. You're both talking over each other, and everyone is going nuts. Andrew Fantasia says, Brock, they had a set of the pops you wanted, but it was $900, so I bought it twice.
Okay, cool.
He just wants you to know that. Just wants you to know. All right, Jacob, you go first on what you were saying.
Here's my problem. I guess for me, I was really excited that the sequel trilogy, the titles, how they were going, like The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and now it doesn't seem like it fits. Like, I like the idea of the sequel trilogy having like one long thing. I thought that was kind of cool. A lot of people are talking about that, and now I feel like it's not cool anymore. I don't know.
Brock, your comments on the title of episode 9, but because Jacob has a problem with it, you do not have a problem with it. What do you want to say to him?
I don't have a problem because I'm not a negative Nelly. That's so mean. I like it. That's all I can say about it. It works, I suppose. I don't, like I said before, like, we don't, like, these titles tend to make more sense once we see the movie, or I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm okay with it.
Jacob, he thinks that the title will make sense when we see the movie. Obviously, you have hopes that he is correct there.
Oh, gee, I don't know. I don't know, Brock. That doesn't seem possible that the title would make sense when I see the movie.
He's being
Landish.
He's being sarcastic, Brock. Brock doesn't care. He's stopped care. Brock, you're at a hotel right now, aren't you?
No, this is my house. This is my room.
This was so unplanned right now. Okay. He's being ridiculous. Jacob, can you see Brock?
I can't, and I'm glad I can't.
Oh, this is awesome. So, anything you guys want to say to Andrew Fantasia right now, who apparently is watching us on YouTube from his hotel room?
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this now. I'm going to call Brock out.
Oh, sweet. I can see myself on my laptop. Look.
Wait, Brock, Jacob's going to call you out.
Oh, okay. That's great. Hold on.
Wait, I have something to say first. I have something to say. All right. So anyway, guys, this is not a snapback. There's no snapping. Anyway, Brock, turn your thing off. There's too much of a delay.
Yeah, no shit.
Fail.
Sorry, what is he going to call me out on?
Yeah, Jacob, what are you going to call Brock Smink out on?
You, Brock, and Duel of Fates.
Oh, Snagglepuss!
Snagglepuss?
Wait a second. Brock, you just got called out from Jacob for a Duel of the Fates.
You just got called out from the
damn.
United States.
The answer is Chewbacca. I win.
I didn't plan on this, but after you just gave me that half-witty,
So,
trying
okay.
to just wait on this, what the movie will say, I'm a little pissed off, and I'm not gonna hang. I'm not gonna hang on wait until December. I want a duel. This is gonna happen.
He wants a duel, Brock. He doesn't want to wait till December to put everything to rest. So I don't know how we could get around this right now, because normally you and I don't do duel because we actually don't know anything about Star Wars. So
A genius either. I would call myself a fan like you. So I know anyway Brock is going to try to write the questions towards himself, and everything's going to work out where one way or another Brock will know the questions and Brock will end up winning. But hey, that's cool. It's your show, and at the end of the day, your little face is on your t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. But hey, I look forward to the challenge of making you look great on your show.
Brock, he's basically saying that you don't know anything about Star Wars and you're just a little fanboy. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. He's saying 121, not 22 like I thought initially right now. Anyway, Brock, I got to ask you this one more before we're going to hit the road soon because we've been doing this long enough today. So anyway, Brock, what we have to talk about is the Emperor Palpatine returning at the end. What do you make of that, Brock?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, Josh is with us from the Den of Nerds. Josh, what's up?
Oh, wait, no, are we live? What's going on?
We are
what's
live.
happening?
Somebody said we should get Josh in here, so I just decided to crank call you. I'm going to hang up on you now. Just say hi, Josh. What'd you think of Palpatine's return?
It's amazing. I'm really, really excited about it. Are we live right now? What's going on?
Yeah, we're wrapping up, though.
Oh, that's cool. Palpatine.
I think it's
all the jollies.
It'll be fun. I don't know.
Are you with
I
Andrew
could
right now?
live without it, but again,
Are you with Brock?
I wish you guys could hear.
this is why I didn't answer the first time.
Well, how about this? I just want to know what you guys think. Do you think he's
it's great.
alive?
I still
or is it
got
like a hologram, a force ghost, a presence? Do you think he's alive, or what?
A little bit more, but cool. Let's get crazy up in this episode 9.
You guys are being added to a call. Answer your call. I think that Palpatine coming back makes a lot of sense. We got to get Girls on Sabers on here as well. We just need everybody on. Are you guys going to answer this call so we can wrap up? All right, before we go, I'm going to go around the table. First, I'm going to go Jacob, then Brock, then Josh. Your thoughts? Jacob Heart's the Den of Nerds. All right, one last thing. Thoughts on Palpatine's return. How do you think it's going to come about? Jacob, you start us off.
I'm sorry, I was giving so much love to Josh's channel. I didn't hear it.
Thoughts on Palpatine's return. How do you think they're going to pull it off?
I think they sold it in the trailer to get you excited. I don't think it's full-fledged. He's in the flesh.
Brock?
Hi. What do I think he's going to do?
How do you think they're going to pull it off?
That he's in there? I don't know. He
I'm
has
salivating.
a army of clones on Camino, and they all look like Morris. No, I don't know. Force Ghost. There we go. That's my answer.
All right, and Josh, wrap it up for us.
Palpatine's gonna be like, you thought Snoke was this trilogy's villain. They forgot to tell you I'm Mr. Steal Your Trilogy. And I think maybe he'll be a ghost or a remnant. Somehow he's still alive, like as a Force Nexus. And so that's what I think is going to happen. And I really do believe that if they have him as the main villain, and it's important that they finally stop him, it makes sense of so many different things. Finish what he started, the whole thing from Battlefront, the campaign with the Project Resurrection. A lot of things can be wrapped up if indeed he is either coming back or wants to come back, and they're going to shut him down. So that's kind of the way that I hope that they do it.
I love it. Josh, we're going to have many conversations. Brock, we're going to have conversations. Jacob, we're going to have conversations. Jacob, I don't know. We got to raise it a little bit higher. There's a Star Wars celebration. Brock is
Scared.
Brock is scared. Brock is scared. All right, we are going to wrap this show up. I think it's about time that we ended this disaster right here. It's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. Josh and Brock, thanks for answering your Facebook. I guess you guys are super busy today. Celebration must be really happening today, Josh.
I was at the coat check. And you know, I got a call from James Rosilla. You're goddamn right. I'm answering that call.
You got to answer. Appreciate it, Brock. Appreciate it. I'm gonna hang up on both of you guys now and end this with Jacob. So thanks a lot, guys, so much for joining.
Thanks, man. Yep. See you.
Brock, bye. Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining me, brother. We're going to have to do this again sometime real soon.
As always, fantastic.
All right. And, guys, we're going to wrap the show up the way we started it with a song. What song, you ask? Well, it's Song for Celebration by Din from F105. Thanks so much for watching, and may the force of others be with you.
Celebrate how great you are. I want to celebrate whether near or far. We've been running for so long. Something happened, what went wrong? 'Cause we are one in the force. We gotta get back to the source. 'Cause the same light is in us all. Together we fly, or we fall. gotta get back